Joining us here, 104.5 The Team and 104.5theteam.com, Tampa Bay Buccaneers linebacker Josh Keyes, a Chatham High School graduate. Josh, take us through the wave of emotions. You go through training camp. You have, by all accounts, a great preseason. You get down close to making the final roster. Cut day comes. You're not on the final roster, but the Buccaneers almost immediately after assign you to the practice squad. What is that emotional ride like?
I got cut on that Saturday, I believe, and I sat there and I waited to hear back from them because they said that they might sign me back to the practice squad, and they did on Sunday. So to be able to hear the news that that I was still back there and I was still on the team was great news, and I was just very happy to hear that and to be able to move on and play with the Bucs.
What is life on the practice squad like? We hear a lot of stories about minor league baseball and how different that is than the major leagues. Is that the same case with life on the practice squad? Are you still going to the same meetings as the Buccaneers, quote, regulars? Are you watching film after games? What's that like?
Yeah, so the practice squad is basically the same as the active roster. So you still go to all the same meetings and stuff. You go out to practice and you do all the drills and stuff, and you just service the offense, with plays and stuff like that. So basically the same thing.
A guy that you got to see up close and personal throughout training camp, and you still get to see him out in the practice squad now, is number 1 overall pick, Jameis Winston. It wasn't Jameis Winston's best performance in the opener against the Titans. Obviously, the Buccaneers lose to Tennessee, but you saw him every day. How good can this kid be?
I played Jameis twice in college. I played him my junior and senior year, and we both, played Florida State pretty tight both times, and he's a great player. He knows how to win. He loves the game, and he's just a great guy to be around. See that he's a winner, and he's a great football player. Sky is the limit for that kid. He's so talented.
What kind of leader is he on the field? That was one of the things that even as a young player at Florida State really struck people was his leadership. And how is it now he comes in as a rookie and he's trying to take over, really the entire franchise and become the face of the franchise? How is he as a leader in the locker room?
The kid knows how to win games, and he loves the game. So even the first day, he just came in, and he's been a great leader for his entire team. Everybody believes in him, and so far, he's done a great job for us. You
go to Boston College, so you like you said, you played against Jameis Winston, but you're a defensive player. Lovie Smith, the head coach of the Bucs, is known as a great defensive mind. How much of a blessing is it for you to sit and learn from Lovie Smith?
Coach Smith is a great coach. He's a player's coach, so he's always helping us out. He's always coaching us up and telling us how to do certain things, and he's always rooting us on, so he's just a great coach to have.
The Capital Region doesn't get a lot of notoriety for getting professional athletes. In football, though, right now we've got Joe Villano, who wins a Super Bowl with the Patriots last year, is back on the Pats practice squad. We've got Dion Lewis, who's the starting running back right now for the Patriots, really tore it up in Week 1. We've got yourself. What is that like to be a part of this really small Capital Region fraternity making it here at the NFL?
It's really a blessing, Not many of us have been able to go on and play pro. It's just a true blessing, because only I think it's 0.1% of players that play in college, whatever it is, play pro. So to be able to be part of that is just a complete honor, and a testament to our hard work and to God who's given us these talents.
Forget just the Capital Region as a whole and forget football as a whole. Really, the whole lower Hudson, Chatham area, the Patroon Conference up here, Section 2, is also killing it. We've got yourself in the NFL. You've got Justin Brantley, who just finished a great season in single-A baseball for the Cleveland Indians organization. You've got Jamie Schultz from Maple Hill, who is going to be in the major leagues at some point within the next year or two. So that's a small area out of here in Section 2, really carving its niche in pro sports. How cool is that to see?
It's really cool, I grew up playing basketball with Justin and stuff, so I know him pretty well, and he's always been a hard worker, and it's pretty cool to see us both doing so well.
You were a running back and a safety in high school, tore it up at Chatham, had over 2,000 yards rushing your junior year, were great in the defensive backfield. You go to Boston College, you start out as a safety, a coaching change moves you to linebacker. Were you okay with that change to linebacker at first, or were you a little hesitant?
To be honest, my first few days playing linebacker were kind of a rough experience. I wasn't used to the run fits and the physicality of the play. From playing on the back end, but so far it's really helped me out. I was able to start my senior year of college, and I was able to make enough plays to be able to have a chance to play professionally. And I was able to then get the call from the Bucs and to be signed onto the practice squad. So it's been a complete honor. It's been the right choice for me.
We see a lot of these hybrid positions taking over in the NFL where the stereotypical players from the past, you no longer have to be a certain size or have a certain speed to play a certain position. Do you think your history at safety has helped you transition to linebacker and has given you any advantages?
It definitely has. The game in the NFL is based off speed now. It's all speed. So being a smaller linebacker really hasn't hurt me too much, and being able to play those pass coverages and play man on slots and on backs, has really helped me out.
Josh Keyes, Chatham High School graduate, Tampa Bay Buccaneers linebacker, signed to the practice squad. Josh, best of luck. Thanks for joining us. A lot of people here in the Capital Region have been asking us about you. We've been getting a lot of emails, people wanting to know what is up with you and really interested in following your career. So just know you have a lot of support here back home. We wish you the best. We want you to stay healthy, and hopefully we'll see you on the active roster here for Tampa Bay real soon. Thanks a lot.
Yep, thanks for having me.